Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to play another game from the 1905 New York Giants. This is going to be game number 48. We have not played in a little while, but we play another game today as we're trying to catch up on a lot of our series. We did start a new series, a new video game series called Moonlighter, which is coming out in 3 days. We were a Kickstarter sponsor, so they're coming out. We get an early release copy of that, so we're going to be featuring that for the next couple of days on our channel. But catching up on a Saturday afternoon in late May of 2018, May 26th to be exact. Happy birthday to my friend Bobby Joe. Her birthday's today, so happy birthday. Let's see here. So we're going to be playing a game here at, pictured is Forbes Field, which was not until 1909. It was Exposition Park number 3, or Exposition Park, but there are no really good pictures of that. So we went with Ebbets Field here. I mean, not Ebbets Field, Forbes Field. So we'll see if we'll have to rearrange our field here, as have not done it yet, so we'll probably pause the video and come back to it as we get our lines and everything organized so it plays accurately. So here we go. So Joe McGinnity on the mound for the visiting New York Giants here at Pittsburgh. And here we go.
Pitching for Pittsburgh, Charlie Case. Leading off for New York, center fielder Mike Donlin.
So Mike Donlin's riding an 8-game hitting streak. It looks like everything is lined up, so maybe we have played here before. It looks like it is, so that's good. I don't know what that was. So anyway, welcome to Exposition Park. Today's game between New York and Pittsburgh. New York has won 7 straight, and we've won 9 of their last 10. Technically 10 of their last 11. McGinnity will start for New York, Joe McGinnity. He's made 10 starts in the year, 7-4. So he has had pitched a game in relief. ERA of 2.60, his first start against Pittsburgh. So he'll be opposed by Charlie Case for Pittsburgh. Case has also made 10 starts in the year, but has fared much worse, 2-5, with an ERA of 3.38. Be his first start against New York. So New York first baseman Dan McGann is riding an 11-game hitting streak. As you can see here, Mike Donlin is riding an 8-game hitting streak. Pittsburgh shortstop Honus Wagner is riding a 14-game hitting streak. Wow. So it's 80 degrees, which is probably about close to 80 degrees here in New England today. We're not complaining after the winter we had. Wind speed 6 miles per hour right to left. So let's check and see. Yeah, it looks like everything's lined up here. I think I do remember playing a Pittsburgh series here. I think I might have played a different year. Another series or something like that. Anyway, so Mike Donlin steps to the plate. He'll be followed by George Brown, the right fielder. Batting third is Roger Bresnahan behind the plate. Batting cleanup is Dan McGann, the first baseman. Sam Mertes is your left fielder, hitting 5th. Art Devlin, the third baseman, hits 6th. Bill Dahlen is the shortstop, hitting 7th. Billy Gilbert, the second baseman, will bat 8th. And Joe McGinnity on the mound, hitting 9th. So Charlie Case on the hill. And the defense behind him is going to be Clark. It's going to be Fred Clark in left. Patsy Flaherty in center. And Del Howard in right. Tommy Leach is the third baseman. The Hall of Famer Honus Wagner, shortstop, hitting just as well as he did in the actual season at short, riding a 14-game hitting streak. Claude Ritchie is your second baseman. And not Shea Hillebrand, but Homer Hillebrand. This is your first baseman. Behind the plate is Heine Pietz, getting Pites, getting a start behind the plate today. And on the mound, like I said, Charlie Case. So Mike Donlin comes in hitting .372 in the season with 3 homers and 23 runs batted. Has scored 47 runs already. 11 stolen bases, 8 doubles, and 7 triples. So Donlin looks in. Case looks in for the sign from Pitts. Here's the windup in the pitch, and he's going to pop this one up. Looks like the second baseman has a beat on this one in the outfield grass.
Right fielder.
And Richie will make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up George Brown. George Brown comes in with a .329 average on the season, 2 homers and 32 runs batted. Has scored 34 runs, 8 doubles, and 4 triple and 8 triples. And we definitely felt we had to play an extra game today, as we played. I won't give them away, but we played a couple other games and have not had the best results out of them. So we're playing another game here to see if we can get a victory, and the Giants hopefully will deliver. The Giants come in with a 34-13 record, 1 game lead in the National League, and Pittsburgh is 27-22, just a few games behind them. So Case looks in for the sign from Pitts. Here's the windup in the pitch to Brown. And that's a dribble to third. Great play by the third baseman.
Catcher
Leach. And Brown is retired. That brings up the Hall of Famer Roger Bresnahan, hitting .351 on the season. 21 runs batted in. Has scored 33 runs with 10 doubles and 2 triples. 2 outs and the base is empty. Here's the pitch to Bresnahan. And that's going to fall in there for a base hit. That's going to go all the way wide. He's going to try to stretch to 2, and he'll get there.
Dan McGann.
So we have a score in the National League. Well, no score, as Chicago and Philadelphia get it underway. No score in the first. The Cubs, I believe, are 1 game behind the Giants. So Dan McGann, the first baseman, comes to the plate now with a runner in scoring position, 2 down. He's riding an 11-game hitting streak. It'd be a great time to extend it now and give the Giants the lead. And that's a dribble down the first base line. Hildebrand gives chase, but that's foul. So 0-1 the count. And it's going to be ball 1, 1-1. And I got the outside corner, so 1-2 the count now on McGann. And he'll strike out. So after 1/2,
Pittsburgh left fielder Fred Clark.
So after 1/2, it's the Giants nothing and the Pirates coming up. Joe McGinnity on the hill. As we said before, he's got a 7-4 record with a 2.60 earned run average. He's pitched 9 innings, allowed 92 hits, 4 homers allowed, 16 walks and 20 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .260 off of him with a whip of 1.20. So the defense behind McGinnity is going to be Mertes in left, Donlin in center, and Brown in right. Pretty average in center there with average arms, except for Mertes, he's got a below average arm in left. In the infield, defense a little bit better, especially on the left side, with Devlin with an 8, Dahlen with a 7, and Gilbert and McGann above average and average respectively. Behind the plate, Bresnahan above average with an average arm, and Joe McGinnity with below average defensive ability on the hill. So the lineup for the hometown Pittsburgh Pirates is going to be Fred Clark, the left fielder will lead it off. He'll be followed by Del Howard, the right fielder, batting third, the Hall of Famer Honus Wagner at short. Second baseman Claude Ritchie will bat cleanup. Batting fifth is Tommy Leach, third baseman. Hitting sixth is Homer Hildebrand, the first baseman. Heine Pites behind the plate will hit seventh. Patsy Flaherty is the center fielder, batting eighth. And the pitcher, Charlie Case, will bat ninth. So Clark comes up to the plate. He's hitting .324 in the season with a homer and 16 runs batted in. Has scored 32 runs. 8 stolen bases, 7 doubles and 6 triples. Here's the pitch by McGinnity. And that's going to be a dribbler to the first baseman McGann. He'll take it to the bag himself, a long run. But he gets there in plenty of time for out number 1. So that'll bring up Del Howard, the right fielder. He's hitting .269 on the season with 2 homers and 27 runs batted in. Has scored 14 runs and has 10 doubles. And this one's hit to right. Brown gives chase and makes the catch. Oh, looks like he had issues with it there. What happened there? So George Brown drops it. And Howard will be at second after the error by Brown. So a runner in scoring position with 1 down. Brooklyn and Cincinnati are underway. No score in the first. So Honus Wagner looks to extend his 14-game hitting streak. He's having a great season so far, hitting .347 with 4 homers and 41 runs batted in. Has scored 35 runs, has stolen 17 bases, and has 12 doubles and 7 triples. So he'll line this one to McGann, who makes the catch. To Dahlen. So 2 outs now, as Howard holds at second. Claude Ritchie up now. Second baseman comes in hitting .241 with 25 runs batted in. Has scored 20 runs, 3 stolen bases, with 8 doubles. Here's the pitch to Ritchie. And it's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 1. Quickly in the hole, 0-2, strike 2 called. And that's going to be a grounder to second. Big Gilbert upward over to McGann, and that'll do it. So after 1, no score. Sam Mertes comes to the plate. Mertes, .270 hitter on the season with 2 homers and 28 runs batted in. Has 34 runs scored, 12 stolen bases, and with 9 doubles and 4 triples. Here's the pitch to Mertes. Hits this one to center. Flaherty's there and makes the catch for out number 1. So Art Devlin up now, the third baseman. Devlin, .253 hitter on the season with 26 RBIs, 25 runs scored, 8 stolen bases, 4 doubles and 5 triples. Dribbler to second.
Shortstop.
Ritchie up with it over to Hillebrand for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down in the Giants' second. Brings up Bill Dahlen, looking to extend his 8-game hitting streak. And that'll fall in there. So Dahlen now extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Second baseman, Billy Gilbert.
And one thing I definitely noticed is that when the Giants get a big winning streak going, there's usually 2 or 3 hitters who have long hitting streaks going too. Kind of falls hand in hand. So Billy Gilbert up to the plate now with 2 outs and a runner on first. Bill Dahlen is a threat to steal. He's got 11 stolen bases, 37 on the season. And I think we're going to try to get into scoring position here. 85% chance there, so he's got a good shot at getting a good lead. He's off with the pitch. And he's in there. So Dahlen gets his 12th stolen base. So Brooklyn Cincinnati scoreless in the first. So Gilbert now with an RBI opportunity. Gilbert comes in hitting .230 with 16 runs batted in. 12 runs scored. And with 4 doubles. It's going to be low and inside for ball 1. Ball up high, 2-0 the count. A little dribbler, and Wagner makes the play over to first. And that'll do it.
Third baseman.
Hey, Miss Meggs. Miss Meggs in trying to say hi here. Miss Meggs saying hi to all our fans here. Give us some attention. Alrighty. Miss Meggs is a Tigers fan, as you can see, being a kitty. So we'll be playing the Tigers later on when Ty Cobb starting in, I think he starts like in late August, early September. So we'll be playing some Tigers games later on. the 1905 season, Cobb's rookie season. So Tommy Leach up now in the home half of the second. Leach comes in hitting .239 with 14 runs batted. Has scored 19 runs, 4 doubles and 3 triples. Cleveland and New York are scoreless in American League action in the first. That's a little dribbler. Gilbert has it. Over to McGann for out number 1.
First baseman, Homer Hillebrand.
So more American League scores. Detroit and Washington. Detroit Tigers and the Washington Senators are scoreless in the fourth. So Homer Hillebrand up now. Hillebrand off to a fast start, hitting .344, 64 at bats with 6 runs batted in. Has scored 5 runs. On base percentage of .408 with a double and a triple. And hits this one to center. Donlin comes in and makes the catch for out number 2. So Pates, the catcher, up now. Hitting just .174 with 8 runs batted in. Has scored 7 runs and has 3 doubles. And this one will fall in for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Pates. Brings up Patsy Flaherty, the center fielder. So Flaherty comes in hitting just .173 with 7 runs batted in. Has scored 8 runs with a double and 4 triples. So McGinnity looks in for the sign. McGann holding on. Pete's not a threat to steal. Here's the windup in the pitch to Flaherty. Working out of the stretch now. This one's hit a long way to Brown, but he has it sized up and makes the catch. So ahead to the top of the third, still no score. So McGinnity, a good hitting pitcher, up now. He comes in hitting .286 on the season. 10 hits and 35 at bats, has 4 doubles, 3 runs batted in, has scored 5 runs. So definitely not an easy out. So Case looks in for the sign, kicks and delivers. Dribbler, second baseman. Ritchie makes a nice play behind the bag to retire McGinnity for out number 1. So the Bean Eaters have a lead over the Cardinals 1-0 in the first. So Mike Donlin will try to extend his hitting streak once again. 8-game hitting streak. Here's the pitch. That's fouled down the third baseline. 0-2 the count now. And that's hit a long way. And Howard would make a great catch on the warning track. Donlin gave that one a ride, but Howard's able to make the catch. The second out of the third. So George Brown up now, 0 for 1. Little dribbler. First baseman Hillebrand makes the play, flips over to Case for out number 3. So after 2.5, no score still. Pitcher Case will come up to bat. Not much of a hitter, hitting just .108 on the season. 4 hits and 37 at bats. Does have a double and an RBI though, and has scored 4 runs. Strikes him out. So first strikeout by McGinnity today. So to bring up the top of the order, Clark, 0 for 1 on the day. And that one's going to find its way through. So 1-out single for Clark. Clark is a threat to steal. So we're going to try to keep him close. McGinnity over to first. Back safely, a little shorter lead now. So Howard up now 0 for 1 with 1 out. Strike 1. Over to first again. Back safely, we'll try it one time. Try to get that below 50% or around 50%. That's much better. So 0-1 the count on Howard. This one's hit to left. Mertes has got a beat on it and makes the catch on the warning track. Just shy of the warning track. For out number 2. Again, Clark moves back to first. Let's throw it over to first. Oh, and he picks him off. So McGinnity gets him leaning too far over to, and is able to pick off Clark on a close call. So after 3 full, no score. As we head to the top of the 4th, Bresnahan will lead it off. 1 for 1 on the day. He'll draw the leadoff walk, so a good start for the Giants. So Dan McGann up now. Should he try for the bunt? He's a great bunter. McGann is a team player, but he's going to hit away. And this one's hit a ways to left. And no, we're not going to try to tag up. So Clark will make the play for out number 1. Sam Murte is up now 0 for 1. Ball 1. Let's try a little hit and run here. So this one's hit to right. Oh, are they going to have a chance to double him up? No. Bresnahan gets back safely. So 2 outs now and runner on first for Art Devlin, 0 for 1. Throw over to first, Bresnahan back safely. Not much of a lead. Swing and a miss, 0-1 the count now. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 as Washington's Senators have grabbed lead over the Detroit Tigers, 1-0 in the 5th. 1-2 the count now on Devlin. Count evens at 2. And this one's hit the center. And that will be caught for out number 3. So the Cubs have taken the lead over the Phillies 3-0 in the 4th. So Honus Wagner now looking to extend his 14-game hitting streak. Here's the pitch by McGinnity. That's hit to Gilbert on the ground over to first, and he won't do it this time, as Wagner is retired for out number 1. Claude Ritchie up now, 0 for 1 today. He'll draw the 1-out walk. So McGinnity walks his first batter. That brings up Tommy Leach, 0 for 1. In their first strike. 0-1 to count. And that's a dribble at a second, over to second for 1, and that's the only play they'll have. So 4-6 on the put out. They get the lead runner. So the Cubs increase the lead over the Phillies 4-0 now in the 4th. So Hillebrand, with 2 outs and a runner on first, comes to the plate, 0 for 1. It's going to be ball 1. 2-0 the count. And that's hit to right. Brown comes in and makes the catch to retire the side. So after 4 full, it's 4-0. It's no score. So a good pitcher's duel going on between Case and McGinnity here at Exhibition Field in Pittsburgh. So Bean Eaters have increased their lead over the Cardinals 3-0 in the 3rd. So Dahlen will lead it off, 1 for 1 on the day. And oh, nice play by the second baseman. So Ritchie with a nice play behind the bag to retire Dahlen for out number 1. Billy Gilbert up now. He's 0 for 1 today. And a little dribble back to the mound. Case up with it over to Hillebrand. 2 up and 2 down for the Giants. So the Tigers have tied the Senators 1-1 in the 6th. So McGinnity up now 0 for 1. And he'll get a base hit to center. And he's going to try to stretch into 2. And McGinnity's going to be in there with a hustle double. So McGinnity trying to help his own cause here. So Donlin, great time for him to extend his hitting streak and give the Giants the lead. Pops this one up. Third baseman makes the catch. And that'll do it. So the White Sox have a 2-0 lead over the Pilgrims in the 1st. So halfway through, no score. McGinnity on the hill. He's only given up 2 hits today. One of them is to the batter, Pipes. Strikes him out. 2 Ks now from McGinnity. It brings up Flaherty 0 for 1. And gives up his 3rd hit. And as Dahlen took a bad angle on that one. So Flaherty not much of a threat to steal, but McGann will hold him on. So Case up now. I would think he would be. I'm going to bring the infield and the corners in. Let's bring the corners in. There you go. Corners are going to play in. Expecting the bunt, and it's ball one. Pops it up behind the plate. Doesn't look like he's bunting. Right, we're going to put the infield normal here. So 2-1 the count now on Case. 3-1 now. Oh, and they hit him. Oh, that one gets away. Not what McGinnity wanted to do there. So runners on first and second with the one down for Clark. One for two on the day. So force at any base. Strike one, swing and a miss. And that's going to be hit to center. That's going to bring the run home most likely. What kind of an arm does he have? Donlin's got a 5 arm. Yeah, we're going to gamble a little bit here. With one out, though, no, we're not going to gamble. So run comes home, throw goes in the short. So Donlin will make the catch. Actually, was that a catch? No, that was a base hit. A single. So the Pittsburgh Pirates get on the board first on the single RBI single by Clark. So Howard 0 for 2 up to the plate now. So that hit batsman proves costly. And this one's hit to left. Martes barely has the move. He makes the catch. And Case will tag and move to third. So puts runners at the corners with 2 down now. Honus Wagner up now, looking to extend his 14-game hitting streak. Takes his tie for ball one. Strike one call, 1-1 the count now. And that's a liner down the third baseline. So 1-2 on Wagner. Little dribbler. Dahlen has it over to first. And they get out of it with just the 1 run. But after 5 full, it's Pittsburgh 1 and New York nothing. It's going to be Brown, Bresnahan, and McGann if anybody gets on Mertes against Case now with a 1-run lead. Strikes out Brown. Bresnahan up now, 1 for 1. And that'll fall in there for a base hit, so Bresnahan gets his second hit of the day. Dan McGann up now with 1 out and run on first, looking to extend his 11-game hitting streak. Strike one called. Goes over to first, Bresnahan back safely. That's a ball, 1-1. In strike 2 call, 1-2 the count now on McGann. Count evens at 2. And strikes out McGann. So McGann unable to extend his hitting streak. Or 2 down now for Mertes, is 0 for 2. And strike 1. 0-2 the count now. 1-2 on Mertes. Count evens at 2. And that's going to drop in there. And Bresnahan will motor his way to third as he was off on the pitch. So tying run just 90 feet away. So can Art Dahlen come through? Art Dahlen 0 for 2 today. And almost hit him for ball 1. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle. That'll score the run. And Mertes will make his way to third. So Art Dahlen comes through in the clutch with an RBI single to tie the game at 1. Can Dahlen give the... Dahlen, who extended his hitting streak, can he give the Giants the lead here? Let's see what he can do here. Pops it up behind the plate. Pietz gives catch, but that'll be out of play. Long way to go. A lot of foul territory here. And that's going to be a base hit. That'll find its way through. And that'll give the Giants the lead. So some clutch 2-out hitting. This time by Dahlen. RBI single. Dahlen will move to third, so run is at the corners for Gilbert. So Philadelphia has a 1-0 lead over St. Louis in the 4th. That's the American League version there. Brooklyn and Cincinnati 1-1 in the 7th. Want to know the count on Gilbert. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now. Little dribbler. Third baseman has it up over to first. But damage is done as the Giants answer Pittsburgh's run with 2 of their own and take a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th. So McGinnity with the lead. Richie, Leach, and Hillebrand up for the Pirates. Richie 0 for 1. And that's going to be a leadoff single. So Richie reaches. So Leach up now, 0 for 2. He is a good bunter. I'm gonna bring the infield in. Strike 1, inside corner. Doesn't look like he's bunting, so I'm gonna put it back. And now he definitely isn't bunting. Oh, he could be. 0 for 2. He's off with the pitch. Oh, and that's going to be thrown into the outfield. Oh, man. So Bresnahan with another throwing error. So credit Richie with the stolen base, moving to third on the throw, on the error. So he's all the way at third, so the tying run just 90 feet away. Brooklyn 2, Cincinnati 1 in the 7th. So here comes Hillebrand. And that's out of play to the left, down third baseline. So 0-1 the count. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. And that's going to get the run home. An RBI single on the poor play by Gilbert allows the run to come home. Gilbert not happy with himself, as Hillebrand delivers with an RBI single to tie the game at 2. So Detroit leads Washington 3-2 now in the 9th. So Pite's up now, 1 for 2. Ball 1. Still only 1 out. He's going to bunt, and that'll get the runner over as he's retired. So Flaherty looking to give the lead to the Pirates, 1 for 2 on the day. And, oh man, another poor play. So poor defense by the Giants allows another run to score. Both poor plays by Gilbert, and it's now 3-2 Pittsburgh as they've retaken the lead. So that brings up Case. 0 for 1. Still only, oh no, still there are 2 outs now. So 2-0 the count on Case. I believe he was hit by a pitch his last time up. In there for a strike, so 3-1. Oh man, and Case helps his own cause. And another poor play by the Giants, this time by Devlin. So runners at the corners for Clark, who's 2 for 3. As Bresnahan goes out to talk to McGinnity. 1-0 the count. Inside corner for strike 1, 1-1. 2-1 the count now, and Clark. Count evens at 2. And another 2-out single. Oh my goodness, what happened here? So a 4-2 lead now. There's going to be some action in the bullpen as Claude Elliott starts warming up. So Howard 0 for 3 up to the plate now. Man. And that's one thing about this game is when the pitcher starts getting tired, he just is awful. and he gets awful fast. So McGinnity is strong. He's not that strong. So Elliott's going to come in. So he cannot get through the 6. It's 5 runs come in. And it's now a 6-2 Pittsburgh lead. 2-out rally here. Wagner still looking to extend his hitting streak, 0 for 3. Wagner wishes that McGinnity was still in there, as he has shown his signs of weakness. Point of weakness definitely. Oh man, but Wagner is going to get the single. And another poor play, the 4th poor play of the inning. My goodness. So the Giants defense haunting them this inning. 4 poor plays in 1 inning. As Mr. Brody cannot take it anymore, Miss Mags is going to come in. Ball 1, and we're going to try to pick him off. Try again. Oh man, it's just Wagner's high percentage getting a good lead here. Here we go. Richie 1 for 2 up now. A little dribbler. Hopefully this will get him out of the inning. Wow, and Richie beats it out, so the inning continues. It's the inning from hell. Ball 1. 2-0 the count now. And Dahlen gives chase, but that'll be out of play. 2-1 the count now. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2. Mr. Brody cannot watch this. And that's back out of play. 3-2 the count now. That's popped up. And finally the inning is over. But 6 runs. I think almost all of them were after 2 outs. At least 4 of them I know were out after 2 outs. With a bunch of poor plays by the fielders, taking bad angles on stuff. So 7-2 as we head to the 7th. Not over yet though. Claude Elliott will hit for himself here. And he gets a base hit. It's a good start here. Donlin still looking to extend his hitting streak, 0 for 3. One and 1 the count. And he lines that one to Wagner. Easy catch for out number 1. George Brown looking to extend his 6-7 game hitting streak. Strike 1. Strike 2. And that one's hit to center. And Flaherty makes the catch for out number 2. Bresnahan 2 for 2 on the day. Pops one up behind the plate. That'll go out of play. 0-1 the count. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. 1-2 now. Strikes him out. So Case on a roll. As we head to the bottom of the 7th. Giants down by 5. St. Louis 4, Boston 3. I believe that's the American League there. Let's check here. Yes, that's the St. Louis Browns over the Boston Pilgrims, 4-3. Hildebrand 1 for 3. Elliott strikes him out. So 1 gone now. Out. Cleveland 2, New York nothing. American League action in the 8th. And that's a foul down the first. Oh, wait. Merte's dive. Yeah, we're going to have a dive. And Sam Mertes with a great diving catch. Hauls it in, lays it out. So finally some good defense by the Giants. So Flaherty 2 for 3 up to the plate now with 2 outs, and he'll draw the walk. So National League action. Cardinals lead the Phillies 2-1. And that's going to be lined down the first base line, foul. So 0-1 the count. Strike 2, 0-2 now. And he strikes him out. So we'll head to the 8th. McGann still looking to extend his 11-game hitting streak. Case back out there. 107 pitches. And he won't do it here. So perhaps McGann being selfish and not trying to bunt the runner over earlier has led to his demise, as he is not able to extend his hitting streak. It's going to take a miracle now for him to get another at-bat here. Sam Merte is 1 for 3. Little dribble to Wagner over to first. 2 up and 2 down in the Giant 8th. Art Devlin 1 for 3 now. He'll get a base hit to left. So Art Devlin on. St. Louis 2, Philadelphia 1 in the 8th. National League. So Dahlen's got a couple hits on the day. And he'll get his... No, he lines out to center to end the inning. So Browns continue to lead the Pilgrims 4-3 in the 9th. So Clark will come up against Elliott here. He's got 3 hits on the day. 3 for 4. Dribble down the first baseline, foul. And he'll get his 4th hit of the day. And I bet you Elliott is retiring. See, that's the thing I don't like about the dead ball games, is that you don't really have much for relief pitcher. So once your relief pitcher is done, you got to start bringing in your starters. Let's see when their next start. See, they don't show their next starts here either. He had 3 bullpen sessions. He had 4. Mathewson had 6. And Wiltsey had a bunch of them. So we're gonna bring in, warming up Wiltsey just in case. So Howard up now, 1 for 4. As McGann holds him on. Back safely. So ball 1. 1-1 the count now. Swing and a miss, 1-2. That's a line down the first baseline. Count remains 1-2. Ugh. So Clark will hold at second. So first and second, nobody out. Let's check and see Elliott now. He's tiring. No, he says he's strong. Alright, leave him in for another batter. Wagner 1 for 4. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Flies to center. Donlin has a beat out, makes the catch. No. So Clark will tag up and move to third with 1 down. So Richie 2 for 3 on the day. Strike 1. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. 1-2 now. Oh man, that's going to be a base hit. And Brown's going to make a poor play on that one, allow the runnings to move up and out of base. So 3 errors now, and that's going to be it for Elliott, as I'm sure he's in bad shape now. Yeah, that definitely is one thing I've got against Action PC, is that they seem, once the starting pitcher starts to tire, he's like awful, totally awful most of the time. Just something I've noticed.
Pitching for New York.
I noticed it early on when I first got the game, but you know, I don't know. It's just something I've definitely noticed. I definitely get that feel for it. Alright, so 1 down now still. Oh boy. 8-2 now. I guess we can try to bring the infield in. So Leach 0 for 4. Strike 1 as Wiltsey comes in. Oh my goodness, and that one. Oh, nice catch by Mertes though. The runner tags and scores. So 2 outs now. So the Chicago White Sox have defeated the Pilgrims 3-1. And hopefully that'll be an out there, and it will. So we're headed to the top of the 9th with Pittsburgh with a commanding 9-2 lead. Billy Gilbert to lead it off, 0 for 3. Ball 1. That's a good start. Base hit.
Pitcher, Hooks, Wilts.
Let's look at Hooks Wilt's stats here. He's hitting .414 in the replay. We're going to let him hit. Why not? Ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 2-1 the count now. 2-2. Swing and a miss. And a base hit for the pitcher, Wilts. As Gilbert moves to third, so runners at the corners, nobody out. Brooklyn and Cincinnati are tied at 3 in the 10th. So Donlin's still looking to extend his inning streak, so perhaps McGann and Donlin will get a chance. Well, Donlin will get a chance, but perhaps McGann will get a chance too, and Brown. So Donlin, 8-game hitting streak. Come on, baby. High and outside, ball 1. 2-0 the count. Count goes to 3-0. We'll take one here. 3-1 now. And he'll draw the walk to load the bases. So he doesn't extend his hitting streak, but does load the bases with nobody out. George Brown. Looking to extend his 7-game hitting streak. Gets another opportunity here. 2-0 the count. Looks like Case is starting to tire here. 2-1s. And that one's hit to left. That one's hit a long way. And, ooh, a nice catch. As Gilbert will score. So sacrifice fly there. So Cincinnati defeats Brooklyn 4-3. So 1-9-3 now. First and second for Bresnahan, 2 for 3. Strike one, swing and a miss. 1-1 now. 2-1 now. A little dribbler. This could be 2. No, they're only going to get 1. So Donlin and Wiltsey move up. So Dan McGann does get a chance to extend his hitting streak now. But now the Giants are down their last out and down by 6. Strike one, swing and a miss. 1-1 now. And hit a long way. No, he's not going to extend his hitting streak, and the game is over. So the Giants lose big to the Pittsburgh Pirates 9-3. And snap their 7-game hitting streak and a lot of 7-game winning streak and a lot of hitting streaks snapped.
The final score from Exposition Park, Pittsburgh 9.
Yeah.
3. Charlie Case is the winner. He is now 3-5 on the season. Joe McGinnity gets the loss. He is now 7-5 on the season. Time of the game, 2 hours, 4 minutes.
Wow, so our losing streak on Saturday continues here. Perhaps we're not meant to play any sports games today. Pittsburgh wins easily 9-3, capped by a 6-run 6th. Case with the win 3-5. Pitch goes the distance, allowing 11 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. McGinnity with the loss now 7-5. 5 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts as the wheels fell off in the 6th inning there. Elliott was pretty ineffective too, 1 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 2 runs, both of them earned, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts, and Wiltsey came in to, Wiltz, to 2/3 of an inning of scoreless ball. Check the batting here. So far it's going to be Case as the player of the game, but we'll see. So for Pittsburgh, Clark was 4 for 5 with 2 runs scored, 2 runs batted in. Could be Clark too. Howard with 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored, 2 runs batted in. Each one with a double. Honus Wagner extends his hitting streak to 15 games, 1 for 5 with an RBI. Ritchie, 3 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored, also walked once. Leach 0 for 5. Hillebrand 1 for 5 with a run scored and an RBI. Pitts with the 1 for 3. Flaherty 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. And Case, the pitcher, 1 for 3 with a run scored. I think we're going to give it to Case there. Let's check out the miscellaneous and everything first. But man, 1, 2, 3, 5 poor plays by the New York Giants. 2 of them by Gilbert. Ouch. Giants left 10 on base, Pittsburgh 9. Flaherty with the game-winning RBI. Fred Clark with the MVP. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I think we will, because Case wasn't all that sharp. He did allow 11 hits. So I think we'll give it to Flaherty. Let's see who extended their hitting streaks here. So the recap here. It doesn't see it here. Let's check here. It doesn't show the hitting streaks here. I thought it would under the recap. Yeah, I know that McGinnity, Wagner did extend his hitting streak. Alright, so let me go to the score sheets here. Here's your score sheets for the Giants. Score sheet for the Pirates. Again, the recap. Play-by-play. And no film there. So alright, so the Pittsburgh Pirates defeat the New York Giants 9-3. Let's check out so it snaps the winning streak, and a bunch of hitting streaks for the Giants. And this is kind of weird. It did this last time too. So now with the loss and the Chicago Cubs win, they're tied with the Cubs for first place. Giants percentage points is ahead, 708 to 700. So slightly ahead there. Let's see here. So I think we got one more game. Yeah, they'll be facing the... No, actually, they just started, I think, a series with them. So I think there's 2 more games left. Yeah, it looks like 2 more games, possibly 3 more games. They have weird series in back then. So it looks like a 4-game series ending on Saturday, which is kind of weird, but they did that up until at least the 60s anyway, as the Red Sox had 61 Red Sox had a bunch of weird schedules like that. 2-game series ending on Saturday or Friday or something like that. So that is it. So thank you for joining me, Mr. Brody and Miss Megs. Say take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next 1905 replay featuring the New York Giants and see if they can get back into first place solely. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.